In the beginning the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now, who is God? There's no exact explanation behind the mystery of this supernatural existence of Elohim, and there's no description that gives an accurate picture of who he is or what he looks like. I can only give you my thoughts and experiential encounter with God. Jehovah Jireh, also known as Elohim, is the cosmic man of creation, a primordial person to have ever existed. Men call him smaller than small, others refer him to be greater than great. Elohim is the cosmic man and the creator of creativity. The owner and giver of power visible and invisible, he is ever of old and with him is infinity. Elohim extraterrestrial existence stands as the oldest and most ancient archetype found within the collective consciousness of all things and of all beings. This archetype manifests itself in a wide variety of creation myths, leaving us with a profound mystery of its true age. Elohim symbolizes oneness, unity, the awareness of non-duality, wholeness and merging with the universe, which is our ultimate goal. When we talk about the primordial existence of Elohim, it appears in varieties of cultures such as the Christian mythology known to be the Bible, Adam Kaman also known as the heavenly man in the Jewish mysticism, the Norse mythology and also the Indian philosophy. Elohim is described to be the seed to the creation of the world. He represents the oneness of the universe, therefore he is and will remain the final goal of life. When we talk about Elohim, it extends beyond the study of the physical. Lest I remind you that John 4:24 says God is spirit, and his worshippers must worship in the spirit and in truth. Elohim is part of the goal of individuation for the individual and also the collective. He signifies the unification of consciousness and unconsciousness in a person, representing the psyche as a whole. When we talk about individuation, it's the process of integrating various aspects of one's personality. The purpose of individuation is to bring about wholeness in the individual to fulfill one's destiny. Wholeness allows the individual to be and remain authentic in the world, thereby avoid excessive use of the persona on the mask. We essentially crucify our ego by becoming more accepting of ourselves and the accepting of others. So in summary, the indication is the unification with oneself and at the same time with humanity, since oneself is part of humanity. The process of individuation is often part of creation. Individually we are meant to co-create with the universe in some way, shape or form. When talking about Elohim, who is the primary father of creation, he combines both masculine and feminine, animal or animus, and that's what I simply call humane aphrodisiac. I refer him to be the life force and the preserver of every creation. He's everything you see, sense and feel. He's the water you drink, the ground you walk on, the air in your lungs, the strand of hair on your head, the nail on your finger and more. We can go on and on if you want. Elohim contains aspect of archaic identity, ideas and emotional values that's part of the collective consciousness, creating a primordial bond between elements, plants, animals and humans. In Jewish mysticism, specifically in Kabbalah, which is an esoteric method, discipline, and school of thoughts, Elohim is referred to as Adam Kaman, all known as the heavenly man or the primordial man. He's referred as a supernatural being who's not the same as the physical man. The two names which formed Adam Kaman allude to its paradoxical nature of being. He created the first man named Adam, while on the other hand a manifestation of divinity, which is the primordial spiritual practice of those who believes in him. The mysterious finite creation of Elohim has diverse of religion, beliefs and practices. With vast number of people who've created and still creating until the end. All that existed was as a result of God's infinite light. Just take a look around you right now, the sun, stars, moon, the sky, cloud, the birds etc., including me and you right now. We are all in existence because of the infinite compassion of Elohim's loving kindness, grace, mercy and compassion. Elohim is eternal, indestructible and without form in the sense that, he's depicted to be many things, forms and shapes, but no one actually give the exact look of how he is, what he looks like or who he is. This takes me to the Bible reference. In the book of Isaiah 55:8 it says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." With this Bible passage, he declares himself mysterious and unpredictable with pure cosmic consciousness of the self, spirit and universal principle that is eternal, unattached and unrelated to anything, which is unchanging and pure. Elohim is the transcendental self, absolute, independent, free, imperceptible, ennobled above any mind or senses throughout the ages and decades past, present or future. Elohim remains the same, never aging and never changing. He's never limited to space and time. He created time, stepped out of time to control the time he created. I personally think and believe in Elohim himself. I am a subsequent follower of his son Jesus Christ too. That's not all. I envision Elohim to be the combination of spirit and matter. My perception remains that Elohim is the combination of perceivable material reality and non-perceivable laws and principles of nature. Our material reality is everything that is changed and can change, which is subjected to cause and effect. Elohim is unchanging but can change that which is changing. Elohim is the true self that we must seek another to find, taste and experience true joy, happiness, love, peace and everything thereof. We must be subjected to the understanding that he exists within us and outside of us. He specifically instructed me to tell you that he loves you so much and that he's not far from reach. He said I should tell you that you can always talk to him whenever you want in prayers. He literally said this to me. He said, "Tell my people that I am who I said I am. Tell them that I'd be back again to judge the living and the dead." He said, "My son Jesus Christ is the only way to get to me, and soon the period of grace will be over." He said I should tell his people that there's still chance to repent and turn away from the slothful and sinful ways. Soon there will be no more grace. The time is almost over. The end is near, closer than we think. Thank you for listening. My name is Bazzi Francis and I'm sending you so much love and light.